Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he buries his first look. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Brunson. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, you look at the form on Ingram's catch-and-shoot jumpers, it's textbook. He's got excellent posture. His hands are in a good position, and most importantly, he's ready to shoot it when he catches it.
From deep, knocks it down from distance. Ingram's got 5.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Lillard with the ball, and it's Ingram picking him up. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Giannis with the rebound. And the Bucks with possession. It's a 5-point game. And foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Ingram picking him up. Out to Portis. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Left side Hart. Right side Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Toronto the rebound. Back to Hart. Pass to Pirtle. Ingram on the wing. Down low. 5 on the clock. Ingram on the wing. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
You know, one of the things Ingram did is make his shooting stroke a little more compact, and that's allowed him to be much more consistent as a marksman.
Picked his pocket. To the inside. It's Hart on the wing. To the paint. Here's Abaji. Out left to the wing. Left side Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. So I know he's frustrated about that.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, The Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
The Raptors need to get off a shot. And that one's good for Brunson.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Back to Lillard. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Toronto now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And he makes it on the layup. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Brunson outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis down low. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. Takes a three. Hurdle grabs a miss. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Brunson. Over to the wing. Back to Hart. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Misses, and you know he wants that one back. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He put together. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
Outside Dick to the middle. Quickly outside. Floats one. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Bucks trail by 14. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow.
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Toronto leading by 14. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And so he makes both from the line. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick-and-roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Bucks trail by 16. Here's Porter.
Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks. Where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics. And that one's good. Onto the Kumbo. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Pass to Hart and stolen by Lillard. Takes it inside and a wide open look for Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Brunson scanning the floor. And here is Ingram. All sorts of time. Connects. The jumper drops.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lillard outside. And another three for Milwaukee.
Hard to count all the times Dame has made that three in his career. He is something else from behind the arc.
Pass to Ingram. Back to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. And that one comes up a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Hart, that's good.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and their focus on defense, Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's the skill and size combination. You just don't see it too often. Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping him. Should be a good one tonight, guys.
Thanks, David.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Tries again. The Bucks working the ball around. From past the arc. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Here's Abaji. Brunson outside. Raptors need to get a shot. And that one's good, Abaji. It's a tie ball game.
Well, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Antetokounmpo up top. A three ball. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Screen by Pirtle. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Got to admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
Outside Portis. Left side, out of the Kumbo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. In the lineup for the Raptors.
54 seconds left to play here in the first. Giannis with it. Brunson picks him up. To stop the run. And out of the Kumbo, lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Ingram outside. The high post shot. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Abaji. It's good. Abaji's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Right side, Portis. Giannis high post. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Raptors out in front. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Here's Boucher to the wing right side. Here's Mobo. Bangs home the trifecta. Mobo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19. And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Pass to Boucher. Inside. Here's Dick. Guarded by Green. Clock at 6. Shoots. Dick can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Lopez outside. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
They set the pick. Quickly with it. Now Green defending. Back to Quickly. They get it back. Mobile.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Pass to Walter. Back to Boucher. It's Dick on the wing. Boucher the screen. .151 left to play here in the second quarter. Dick with it. Second chance shot. And the jumper is on the mark. Dick's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So much balance when Dick's in the air. Always able to square his chest and make a confident stroke.
That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Now Dick. The tray. Boucher's shot is off. That's tipped. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. A three from quickly. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Here's the screen. Pass to quickly. Shot clock at 5. Offline with the baseline jumper.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now, here's Lillard. A three-pointer off the mark. And here is quickly. Still without a basket. To the middle. Here's Boucher. And the dunk by Boucher.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pass to Pirtle. Goes up on the wing. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trailed by 11. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Pass to Abaji. Back to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Lillard looking around. The three hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Brunson, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
So it's Toronto now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Pass to Pirtle. Hart with it. Ingram outside. Just 4 to shoot. There's the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trailed by 11. Here is Lillard, defended by Pirtle. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard from outside.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Abaji. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Pass to Brunson. Now here's Ingram, covered by Lillard. Here's Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lillard outside. Portis with it. Defended by Hart. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 5 now.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Pass to Hart. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's Brunson outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
30 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. And Porter, here we go. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And that one is off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lopez left side. Kuzma outside. And the Bucks miss again. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors lead by 14. And we'll get going.
41.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bucks trailed by 14. Lillard outside. Outside Portis. Lillard outside. Bucks passing it around. Trent gets the bucket.
Good feed that time from Lillard. He knows his teammates rely on him to find them just like that.
Down low. Mobo. And he jams it with authority.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
To the right side. Here's Lillard. The baseline J off the mark. Not Raptors leading by 13. Pass to Walter. Here's Mobo. Now Dick. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Portis. And so it's Milwaukee now. Here's Giannis. Mobo with the rebound. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Back to Giannis. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still. Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
Bucks trailed by 10. Pass to Trent. Giannis with it. Puts one up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Screen by Pirtle. Now here's Brunson. It's to Abaji. 4 on the clock. And here's Brunson. And the Raptors miss again. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Outside for Jackson. Nailed from three-point land. And now just a 5-point Raptor lead.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at him.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Lillard outside. Lets it go from the wing. And that one swishes right in.
Boy, Lillard focus and intensity. Top shelf tonight. What a performance.
Pass to Hart. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. And the Raptors lead by 9.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Ingram outside. Out to Brunson. Back to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Raptors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And tonight, you know, they took the time needed, made the plays they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Bucks.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And the Bucks miss again. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks.